Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my podcast, Tapped In. You hear Episode 5. I've got a special guest. His name is Duncan Saal. Duncan, welcome to my podcast, brother.
Thanks, my brother. You know the vibes.
Can you please introduce yourself? Tell me what your name is, where you're from, and what are you doing here?
My name is Duncan Saal. I'm from Tappiwa, Cape Town. I'm here in Bloemfontein now. I sign at the Cheetahs. I'm currently a professional rugby player, bro, and just living life, eh?
Yes, sir. I love it. Thank you for coming on to my podcast, man. I really had to have you here. I love your vibe. And we're going to get right into it, man.
No problem, my brother.
First question I have for you is I want to know a little bit more about yourself, man. Give me a little bit about your history. How did your rugby start? When did you start playing?
Started as a kid, bro. I actually started playing soccer first.
Wow.
And then, but that was like 10, 9 years old. And then my one cousin just told me, bro, why don't you just come train at the rugby field? And I was like, okay, let's do this. And then after that, long story short, been playing rugby since I was about 11. Got into the Western Province on a 12 side, on a 13 side. And then, you know, things change a bit as you grow older and stuff. You get more responsibilities. Just living life and went off rugby for a bit. Started again in matric, bro.
Yeah.
And then after that, it just went uphill. Played a bit football also. Played for Province, as you know. And then, long story short, I went to Marty's.
Yeah.
Played Varsity Cup there. Such a blessing, bro. Enjoyed my time there for the 4 years. We used to be opponents.
Yeah.
I love that vibe. It was always a good challenge playing against you guys. It's a massive privilege also. But yeah, I really enjoy being here. I'm here at the Bloem now, obviously. But yeah, life's been a journey. There's been ups and downs, but I'm just really grateful to be here in this opportunity, in this space, in this vibe with you guys, bro.
Let's talk about Marty's. You mentioned Marty's, and I think you guys, it's safe to say you guys did amazing. You won a few championships there, and you performed very well for yourself. Scored a couple of beautiful tries. What is it that made you guys at Marty's really great and made you win so many championships? And you yourself, what made you score so many tries? Because I mean, you were heat, bro.
Yeah, but thanks, bro. Like I said, we at Marty's, we were a bunch of liquor guys, bro. Like there was a happy environment. I think with if we take all the hard work and put the hard work aside and like training every day and stuff like that, I think it was a happy and like enjoyable environment. I think that's what also contributed to our success. I already knew, say Taps was in my team, I knew what kind of player Taps was. We were in sync. That's what helped us at Marty's, bro.
Yeah.
And I think also like everybody wanting to become something and like make a career, make a possible career out of rugby. I think that's what also contributed into this whole like everybody giving the best for the team.
Yeah.
And I think being in that environment, like that brotherlyhood, I think that's what also like helped us a lot. And like I said, Pucker and you know Turks, it was always tough games, but like I played in a team where like we played for each other, and I think I was just there to make a positive contribution towards the team.
Yeah.
And then just to express myself, and then I think I really enjoyed it. That's why I also scored a lot of tries.
True. And what was your best season? Like, how many tries did you score in your best season?
I think I started playing Varsity Cup when I was 19, bro. I started in 2016. It was heat. We went up to the final. We lost. Unluckily, we lost to you guys in the final.
Yeah, I remember that one.
After we gave you guys a 16 round robin, we still lost to you guys in the final.
You didn't have to mention that, but I carry on.
But then injuries came about, bro, and I just went on a downhill a bit. 2017 wasn't kind of my year, but I picked it up towards the end of the year, 2018. I told myself, I'm going to turn it up a bit, bro. And then, I scored 10 tries in that 2018 Varsity Cup.
That's a lot, mate.
Yeah, and then I think 2018 did me well, bro.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my rugby. I turned it up. There was heat on the field, but I was also lucky to play in really good teams also. So at the end of the day, rugby is a team sport, bro. So it's not like mostly about the individual, but obviously the individual makes a contribution towards the team success.
Yes, sir.
But 2018, I must say, I lived life and I enjoyed rugby 2018 was the year, bro.
Now I could definitely see you're enjoying yourself. And whilst we're on that tip right now, I just want to ask you, now that you're a professional, I mean, you've been a professional for a while now, what do you think it is that a person has to do to become a professional player? And once they are a professional player, what is it that they have to do to stay a professional player? Because, I mean, we've seen a lot of guys that have made mistakes on their way to being a pro, and they didn't make it, or they made it, but it didn't last long. What is it that you think that you have to do to sustain it?
Personally for me, bro, I think it takes a lot, but mostly sacrifice, bro. You're gonna have to be able to make sacrifices. You're gonna have to put your friends, family aside. You must kind of have that tunnel vision and say for yourself, like, listen here, I want to make something out of this. There's gonna be a lot of challenges, hardship. There's gonna be times where you doubt yourself, but like at the end of the day, you have to go through those dark places and spaces. To see it at the light at the end of the tunnel. But I think the most important thing is to like make the sacrifice and put in the hard work and like just believe in yourself. But at the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself, that's gonna be the main thing towards like you going downhill. At the end of the day, you need to back yourself. You can't wait until the next person backs you. I can't wait for Taps to back me. I need to back myself and put in the work. But like I've just been head down, grinding, and if you put in the work, at the end of the day, we'll get rewarded, bro.
Now, I love that response, because I mean, I've been asking a few of the guys that I interviewed, and everyone has a different response. And I think out of everyone, that was the best response that I got.
Not the vibes, bro.
Yeah. Now, let's move a little bit off and go into your injuries. Let's talk about the recent injuries that you've had and what it's like being injured and what it takes to get back to 100% again.
That's a really emotional question, bro. I've been through the most of the past around about 18 months. Like started off well. Like I said, 2018 was a blast. Went into 2019 on a high. Tore my ACL. Like I literally reconstructed my whole knee, bro. And then there was tough times. There was really challenging times. There was times where I almost wanted to quit, but like I also thought, nah, man, Duncan is stronger than this. You have a family and stuff like that at home. You make your mom and dad proud still. But it takes a lot. Like there have been like players that been through this. They've been in my situation, but like personally, my personal preference is like it was really challenging. There was nights like I still remember till today. There was nights for 2 weeks. Couldn't sleep. I was crying myself to sleep because like. The expectancy of me achieving so much in that particular year last year was like so high, bro. And I was like, everything was just taken away from me. But like at the end of the day, like I said, you need to make the sacrifices and you need to like reflect on like say, okay, already this happened. What is the next step? How am I gonna get back into that better position that like I was before? Like I've been like I said, I did my knee. I've been out since last year, February. I haven't played rugby yet. And like now with this whole coronavirus thing, it also put us in a backward spiral. But at the end of the day, that's part of the game. And then like it tests your character a lot. It tests your character. You as an individual, you as a human being. But like we in that environment, only the strong will survive. And like you know that, like you can't, my belief is like it's either I win or I lose. It's as simple as that.
No other way.
I see myself as like being driven, like being the hardest worker in the room, like being that. Like I kind of have that attitude of being an alpha. Like I need to take control of my own life, and no one is gonna control my life. But like I said, there's injuries and stuff, bro. It only made me stronger, bro.
Nah, I hear you, and that's a great perspective to have. I mean, you have to do that if you want to be successful, bro. And let's talk about the new journey at the Cheetahs. What are your goals for the future? I mean, we're starting rugby soon. Once we get back into it, do you have any future goals?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, my brother. Like, firstly, my thing is to get back on the rugby field. Like, I'd love to play a full-on professional game right now. And I think being here at the Cheetahs kind of gave me that opportunity again, like, cause to play rugby, cause like I know having played rugby for almost 2 years, it's really difficult, bro. And I'm kind of excited. Like I can't wait to get back on in the park and like just express myself again. And so like I really want to make my debut for the Cheetahs also. That's the dream, and that's why I came here to Bloemfontein. But I know. When I get back, I have that confidence in myself that I'll do good. I don't need no one's backing, like not sounding arrogant or whatsoever, but like I know the Lord put me in this position, and like I know obviously also that I'm strong enough, and like I'm really keen and excited just to get back in the park. It doesn't matter for how long, just being in between those 4 lines. It's going to be an amazing feeling.
No, I agree with you. And I don't think it's arrogance, brother. I think it's having confidence in your capabilities, in your abilities. I know you're going to be successful, brother. And before we end off this podcast, episode 5, I just want to ask you to give some advice to some young guys that look up to you, or maybe some student athletes that were in your shoes. And what can you tell them?
Like, if you get an opportunity to go study and like live out the dream, that's the best position you can put yourself in as an individual. Like working on a career, like after rugby, for instance, getting that education. Like I was really privileged to go to Marty's yourself, to go to Picker, get a degree, and still being able to be a professional athlete also. I think that's just a massive privilege and a massive honor, and like a massive blessing. So I think for anyone that's keen on becoming a student athlete, go for it 100%, and like just follow your dreams. And at the end of the day, like I said, if you're not forced to last, but just work hard. At the end of the day, like you'll pluck the fruits like of your hard work, of your labor and stuff like that, and never ever doubt yourself. There's gonna be times where there's gonna be critics, there's gonna be this and that. At the end of the day, you must be able to adapt and adjust to those, and like just see it in a positive light, and like take that positive criticism and turn it into work-ons for yourself. But at the end of the day, just go for your dream. Don't sleep on it. Get up and go work.
If you weren't playing rugby, do you know what you'd be doing? What would you be?
Like I said, rugby changed my whole life and stuff like that. But I'm keen on actually being a teacher, and like going into business also. Like I have that mindset of like taking on different challenges and stuff like that. But having my teaching degree also, I was probably going to that, or I would really be keen on just starting my own business, like secure the bag and just look after yourself, bro.
That's amazing, man. All the best with that. I think you should really think about it, because I mean, we all know that rugby doesn't last forever. All the best with that. I hope that goes well. And thank you again for coming onto my podcast. I really appreciate you, and I think it's going to be an amazing one, man.
Yeah, massive honor being here, but thanks for the invite.
Pleasure, brother. Thank you, man.
You know the vibes.
And that's all right.